teaching, we already finished the difficult ones. So what remains not difficult anymore, it should be quite easy. So you please go to the next number. We finished this done yesterday. So we come to number 30. Karma condition, karma pachayo. So we compare this karma with the plant seed. So we say well-reserved seed, when placed in the well-watered ground, gives rise to an offshoot, a new plant. Similarly, wholesome karma or unwholesome karma, with the support of avidya, ignorance, and tanha, craving, gives rise to a new offspring in the form of 5 aggregates of existence. So remember, the seed can produce an offshoot only with the support of water, the earth and the water, the earth and the water. And also we need the light and the air as well. So similarly, this wholesome karma or unwholesome karma, they can produce their effect. Their effect is actually it is the new existence. So it is the unwholesome karma. It will produce its effect. It is the 5 aggregates of existence in the woeful abodes. And the wholesome karma will produce a new existence. There is the 5 aggregates in this realm. So now here, the seed is the cause, and the offshoot is the effect. Similarly, the karma is the cause, and then the new existence, the 5 aggregates, is the result of the effect.
咁我哋今日咧就繼續講埋24元氣嗰啲咁跟住嗰啲都係比較淺㗎。咁咧就第一個咧就係業緣業緣咧意思咧就係指一個種子以譬如嚟講咧就係一個種子，當佢遇到適當嘅條件之後譬如咧有泥土啦、水啦等等啦，咁咧佢就會長成一個新嘅植物。咁呢個種子咧就係緣法啦。咁當佢發揮適當嘅緣力之後咧，佢就會變成左生法，就係嗰個新嘅植物啦。咁同樣道理啦，善業同埋惡業咧，佢都係一個種子嚟嘅。當佢遇上無明同埋呢個貪愛嘅時候咧，咁即係遇上適當條件之後咧，佢就會發揮佢嘅緣力啦。咁跟住咧，佢就會形成一個新嘅緣所生法，就係呢個五趣雲啦。
So we read the Pali. So the Pali for this. So we can read together. Kamma pacayoti kusala kamma Vipagadam khandanam kadadaja rupanam kama pacayena pacayo. So, karma condition operates in this way. Kusala. So in Pali, when we say la, you can separate it as la plus a. So that means kusala karma, wholesome karma, and then akusalam karma is unwholesome karma. So this wholesome karma and unwholesome karma, they will produce their resultant. So we call the resultant as vipaganam khandanam. So vipaganam khandanam, so we translate as resultant mental aggregates. So khandana is aggregate. So what are they, you might ask? So they are the resultant consciousness of this karma and the associated mental factors. So if you have the conscious and mental factors, so you will have the four mental aggregates. So I think you remember that consciousness aggregate and in the mental factors, we have feeling, so feeling aggregate, perception aggregate, and then the remaining mental factors, we call them aggregate of mental formations. And also kamaja rupa, that is the result of that karma. It also produces kamaja rupa, karma form materiality. So they produce these by karma condition. So that means the wholesome karma will produce a new existence in the woeful state, and then the wholesome karma will produce the new existence in the blissful realm. So when they produce a new existence, so actually the existence is just a concept that we use the word. It actually, in the ultimate reality, is what produces this resultant consciousness and mental factors, and as well as the karma-born materiality, kamaja rupa, karma-born materiality.
咁呢個意願咧，基本上咧，我哋會睇到啦，就係如果一個善業同惡業呢兩個字夾埋嘅善業惡業因為因果關係，巴利文將佢夾埋。咁呢個善業同惡業咧，當佢緣力產生作用嘅時候咧，佢就會有緣左生法。咁佢嘅緣左生法咧就係名韻咁呢個名韻咧，特別係指果報心同埋佢所連帶嘅心所咁同埋咧，除咗名韻之外咧，佢仲有呢個色韻咁色韻咧特別係指呢個業生色咁佢嗰個緣咧就叫做業緣。咁大家要記得啦呢一個名咧，即係做善業同做惡業嘅係某一個心所嚟㗎，即係記唔記得咁呢個名咧就會作為一個緣起緣法咧，佢就會發揮原理咧，變成緣左生法，亦都係呢個名色嘅。
Please show chapter number 9 just for a minute, the bottom one. So remember, when we say when the karma produces a new existence, it produces a resultant consciousness. So in our case, for the human existence, one of the Maha Kusala karma. So when we perform meritorious deeds, we perform with moral minds. There are 8 types of moral minds. We call them 8 Maha Kusala Chaitya. So when that karma produce, they produce moral resultant consciousness. The karma vachara, moral resultant consciousness. So that resultant consciousness is produced one after another throughout the whole lifespan. So when the resultant consciousness is produced, it is associated with its mental factors, so they give rise to 4 mental aggregates. And this karma also produces the karma-born materiality at the same time. Actually, it produces karma materiality at every sub-moment, at the rising moment of rebirth consciousness, as well as in the existing moment, and also at the perishing moment. So every sub-moment, and the karma, the born materiality also produced throughout the whole lifespan. So these 5 aggregates, this is material aggregate, and now you have 4 mental aggregates, 5 aggregates constitutes a new existence.
咁頭先嗰個意願咧，特別係指呢一個結生嘅時候咁咧結生嘅時候咧，如果佢嗰個心咧係呢個廣大心嘅時候，8種嘅廣大心嘅時候咧，咁佢就會喺呢段時間咧根據業緣嘅力量咧，就會製造一啲業生色出嚟咁呢個結生心每一個時刻每一個心嘅微細時刻咧，佢生住業嘅滅嘅時候咧，佢都會製造呢一個業生色出嚟嘅咁呢個就係業緣嗰個基本嘅力量嚟嘅 咁同埋咧，我哋頭先記住第一個關係咧，佢係同時做出呢個靈韻同埋呢個業生識，係特別係指呢種關係。
So we go back to the Pali again. So we have another paragraph. So the number 2. So here we recite again. Chetana, so we stop here because it is the cause. And this is the effect. Chetana sampayuttana dhammana dan samudhanam ca rupanam kamma patina pacayo. So we get the meaning. Chetana is volition. Is related to its concomitants. So this is concomitant. Samyuttakanam dhammana. So remember, volition, chetana is a mental factor. So this mental factor will arise with either the moral mind or immoral mind. So it associates with consciousness and other mental factors. So the consciousness and other mental factors are its concomitant. Concomitant means the things that arise together with it. So this concomitance is actually the consciousness and other mental factors. And also we say the samyuttakanam dhammana, that is these conscious mental factors, and also tam samyuttaka samudhanam ca rupanam. We have already seen this word. Tam refers back to that consciousness. Now that consciousness produces. Samudhanam ca means to produce materiality. So that means the mind-born materiality. So by karma condition. Okay.
咁業緣嘅第二種關係咧，就係喺命運入邊咧，受想行識入邊啊，命運入邊咧嗰個思心所，同埋佢當時同佢伴隨一齊生起嘅其餘嗰啲心啦，同埋心所，咁佢哋咧就會同時咧原力發揮原力啦，就會原生呢一個業生心生識嘅咁呢種係第二種嘅業緣嘅關係。
So I think you will remember there are two kinds of karma. Two kinds of karma. So for example, when you are like killing the chicken or the fish, so then at that time the volition will prompts its concomitant. Its concomitant means the conscious and mental factors to do their respective job, to accomplish that killing action. So when you are killing, it will be like the anger-rooted consciousness will be arising at that time. So we say while you are for example, you are cutting the throat of the chicken. So even at that time, billions of this anger-rooted consciousness accompanied by this volition. So remember, volition associated with all the mind, with every mind. So what arises and dissolve. So this volition, these volitions, actually they are performing this killing action. Because they prompt their concomitants to do their respective function. So consciousness produces mind-born materiality, and that mind-born materiality moves our hand. And then you cut it, you kill it. So during that time, the billions of volition arise, and those volitions are also called karma because they are responsible for killing. Because of them, the killing action is accomplished. And we say this, the conscious and mental factors, as soon as after they arise, they dissolve. But when they dissolve, before they perish, they leave behind their karma property, this volition, in the mind, in the mental state. So, we have the consciousness arising one after another. So here you get one anger-rooted consciousness accompanied by that volition. So as soon as this consciousness dissolves, that volition, leaves its the karma property in the next arising mind. So when the next arising mind, together with volition, so that volition also performs the killing action, then it will dissolve. Then both these karma properties are transmitted to the next mind. So the mind, the arising and dissolve arises very quickly, but all these karma properties are deposited in the mental state. And we call this asynchronous karma, remember. We also say karma seed. That karma is the first one. This kusala, akusala karma is the karma seed. And this is the volition that functions as the karma. So there are two types of karma, so we recite two paragraphs.
咁喺當我哋做善業同埋不善業嘅時候咧，我哋就會儲藏好多嘅業嘅力係落去呢個緣起嗰度嘅嚇。咁咧就例如咧，當我哋做善惡業嘅時候咧，都會有類似嘅情況出現嚇。咁例如咧，如果一個人咧佢要殺生殺一隻雞嚟食啦，咁喺佢起心動念嘅時候咧。佢嗰個靈魂，即係受想行識咧，佢就會一齊生起㗎。咁呢個時候咧，佢首先生起嘅就係呢個親心啦。親心一生起嘅時候，佢會伴隨住好多嘅心所咧，佢一齊生起。咁當佢決意殺生嘅時候，呢個思心所就會生起啦。咁於是乎咧，佢就會調動其他相應嘅靈法，特別係一啲心所繼續生起。咁呢個時候咧，呢個心咧，呢個親心咧，又會緣起一啲嘅心生識心生識。咁呢個心生識咧，大家記得啦，佢其中一個功能咧就係推動個身體嘅動作嘅。咁佢就會去割嗰隻雞嘅喉啦，咁就殺咗嗰隻雞啦嚇。咁喺呢個時候咧，伴隨嘅名法咧，佢就會消失嘅我哋叫名罪佢就會消失。咁消失咗之後咧，嗰個力咧，嗰個能量咧就仲繼續落去嘅，咁就變成一個業嘅性質緣起下一刻嘅即係緣起下一刻嘅業咁呢個下一刻嘅業咧就會儲喺個緣心法嗰度，咁然後咧就再緣起下一刻嘅凝聚出嚟咁我哋之前都講過啦，呢個就係其他嘅業緣嗰個作用嚟嘅。咁同時咧，亦都有其他嘅緣譬如相續緣無間緣等等嗰啲嘅緣嘅力量喺度發揮嘅作用嘅。咁於是乎咧，喺劏雞呢個過程入邊咧，無數次嘅惡嘅呢個業咧，就會不停咁樣咧緣起下一刻嘅惡業。
Go to number 14, karma result condition. So vipaka means karma result. So the vipaka chitta, resultant consciousness, and its concomitant mental factors, the mental factors that are associated with it, are the karma result of a past karma. As they are caused to arise by the force of the past karma, they have no worry at all for their arising. They can arise peacefully and leisurely without any effort by the force of that past karma. Not just like young children. They can play joyfully without any worry for food, clothing, or the living, because the parents provide everything. Provide everything. So just the same way, these resultant constant mental factors, they can arise very peacefully and leisurely. So without any effort by themselves. So now, when two lazy men get together, what happens? They become lazy. Because if one man will say, if you don't do it, I won't do it also. So they become lazy. So in the same way, when the consciousness and mental factors, they can arise leisurely, and you may say lazily. So they make each other to arise more lazily or more leisurely, more leisurely. So we say also, this is some example we give. The cool breeze will make a person in the cool shade feel cooler. So in the cool season, if a man stands in the shade, he's already cool. But there's if cool breeze is blowing, then that breeze will make him to be cooler. Similarly, resultant conditioned factors, which by nature arise peacefully, mutually aid one another. By karma result condition to arise more peacefully.
咁跟住咧就到果報緣啦。咁果報緣咧講到咧就係當一個果報生起嘅時候，佢同佢伴隨嘅心所咧咁咧佢就會一齊生起啦。咁然後咧就會受住一啲嘅緣力嘅限制咧去決定究竟佢嘅性質係善定惡嘅咁佢哋嘅特性咧就係佢哋可以自然生起，唔需要刻意用新嘅思心所即係作意，佢就自然會生起㗎啦。咁咧係完全唔需要任何嘅力量嘅。點解咧？因為業力咧就已經幫佢哋做咗啦。咁所以果報緣咧佢自己就會生起㗎啦。咁另外一個特性咧，佢就係有相續嘅關係嘅，一齊嘅咁咩意思咧？就係兩個性質相似嘅呢個緣咧，果報緣咧，佢會伴隨一齊，好自然咁樣唔需要刻意作意咧，佢就自然會一齊生起嘅。咁正如兩個懶人一齊咧，個後果咧就係佢哋會更加懶嘅。又或者咧，你喺好清涼嘅時候，你喺啲陰嘅下低咧，樹陰例如下低咧，咁咧有股涼風吹過，你會覺得更加涼嘅咁同一道理啦，果報緣咧佢哋唔需要刻意去做任何嘢啦，佢自己就會伴隨類似嘅果報咧係一齊生起嘅。咁呢個就係果報緣嘅法則嚟嘅。
Number 15, nutriment condition. So ahara means food or nutriment. So nutriment condition. Parents produce their children, support them and look after them so that the children will grow up happily. And a poor supporting a living old house makes the house stable and durable. For example, the house is very old and it is leaning to collapse. So if you support it with strong hold, then you will just maintain it, not just to be staying like that, not to fall. So we say, in the same way, the four nutriments, there are four types of nutriments. Namely, edible food we call orja. Contact, the phassa, volition, cetana, and consciousness, vijnana, produce their resultant or conditioned things. Their resultants are the things that are conditioned, not by them. And again, they keep on supporting them so that they are stable and durable. So this type of conditioning process is known as nutriment condition. Okay.
咁跟住下一個咧就係叫做食緣食緣咧個比喻咧就係咧當一個父母啦係提供足夠嘅營養啦，或者所有嘅必需品啦俾佢嘅小朋友嘅時候咧，咁個小朋友咧就得到支持佢可以健康咁樣繼續去成長咁同一道理啦，一間就嚟冧嘅屋啦，我哋咧用一啲柱啦去支持住佢咁佢咧就會繼續去穩定繼續可以用落去嘅。咁同一道理啦，我哋嘅身心咧就係需要一啲嘅支持咁我哋先至能夠穩定繼續生存落去嘅。咁呢一啲嘅食緣啦，一共有4種啦，包括咧食物啦，即係我哋講嘅粗食啦。咁仲有咧就係粥啦，或者粥食啦，絲食啦。咁最後一個咧就係色食 咁呢啲元素咧，佢就會提供一個食源，去原生咧去發揮佢嘅原力啦，跟住去原生我哋嘅元所生法我哋嘅元所生法咧就係我哋自己身體啦嗰個身心結構咁呢一類型嘅關係咧，我哋就叫做食源。
So if you look on page 222 of your book, so for the computer it may be a little difficult to find. So that it will be he's using my third edition book. That is my third edition, not printed yet. So it will be about 250 in that book. So you just look at your book. Now we have all kinds of nutriment that sustain our body and our life to be alive for the whole lifespan. So no, you have to go back. You are not going front. No, you have to go backward. So you can look at here first. About here. No, phobia, 20 modes. No, but this, no, you have to go back. So all right. So mutual sex material. We already get to the 8 types of Abhidhamma. This is chapter 6. It is in chapter 7. It's in chapter 7. Yes, near the 6 roots, and then you have to go forward inside. So there's 4 kinds of food here. So we, like the scientists, we know only this one cause. We say Kapali is edible food. So it contains the nutriment orchard. So it produces and sustains the eightfold corporeality, materiality, having nutriment essence at this 8th factor. So the scientist knows that the cells in our body, they are dissolving every second. Billions of cells are dissolving. Also, when they look at in the experiment, there are billions of dead cells. So we have to supplement these lost cells so that we have to eat food regularly to sustain our body and our health. So that is, we call the edible food as a nutriment. But there are also 3 types of the mental nutriment. So phassa, by producing its effect, that is the feeling. So it is also a nutriment, because when we are in contact with pleasant, the desirable sense objects, so blissful feeling is produced. The blissful, pleasant feeling is produced. So all living beings are very fond of this pleasant feeling. So when you are enjoying sense pleasure, actually you are enjoying this pleasant feeling. Sukha vedana, we say. Sukha vedana, pleasant feeling. So just to enjoy that keeps you alive, you see. Keeps you alive. So we are always walking the whole, most of the whole life to get money. What for? Just to live happily. To live happily means to enjoy this sense pleasure. To enjoy sense pleasure means to live in a very good house, luxurious, with many luxurious, the goods there, and then with a very latest model car, and then the big screen, the television screen, watching the Korean movie, Chinese movie, eating the Chinese noodles. So, with that expectation, we are alive. If you have no expectation of enjoying the next day, so you will not live very long. So now, like they say in England, I read in the newspaper, Typically they say, soon after retirement, many people die. So that means they have nothing to do, so nothing to expect, then you will die very easily. So this the contact is also a new treatment. And then we also say, the third one. So you go to the third one. The third one is, this is the most important, the cause that keeps us alive. We call it Mano Santi Tada Ara. Actually, it stands for the volition, not the mental volition. So it is this volition which manifests itself as 39 types of karma. So in our last chapter, when we discuss about dependent origination and explaining the realm of rebirth, we find that so all living beings, they are performing actions all the time, and the total the types of action they can do is 39 types of karma. And it produces and sustains rebirth consciousness. Not only this, as we say just now in the previous chapter number 9, we also see this karma produces its resultant consciousness, associated mental factors, and karma-born materiality throughout our life. So we are alive by this cause. So actually, this is the major cause, the main cause. So as soon as this karma is exhaustion of energy, it cannot produce any more resultant consciousness and mental factors that we call the 5 aggregates of existence. It is this karma that produces 5 aggregates of existence. So if they do not produce, we die. We die. So, and that is the most important cause actually. And vijnana, consciousness, also is a form of nutriment because it produces and sustains its concomitants. Its concomitant means mental factors. And then it also produces the consciousness produced materiality, we call Chitija Rupa, or mind-born materiality. So this among the mental factors, so we have Jivitendriya, mental factor, Chidasita, that we call psychic life, the life of the mentality, the life of mentality. So if the psychic life is not cut off, you die. So that means if consciousness does not arise anymore, you die. And also in this, the Chitija Rupa. So by this Chitija Rupa, we are moving our hands, our body parts, our mouth, etc. So without this Chitija Rupa, then we cannot move anymore. We cannot open our, we cannot walk, we cannot eat. So we die. So there are 4 nutriments. Okay.
咁咧呢個食言入邊咧提到咧同呢個釋法有關嘅咧，就係我哋之前喺呢個講釋法嘅時候咧，唔知大家記唔記得就特別提到咧食生息呢個概念啊。咁咧第一個同支援我哋身心結構嘅，作為一種食物啊，咁佢咧有兩個意思啦。第一個咧佢係成因嚟㗎，另外咧佢係會繼續支持嗰個緣所生法咧係成長同埋強大嚇。咁呢個就係食嘅意思嚇。咁有4種我哋元素咧係需要去進食嘅啊。咁我哋嘅生命先能夠維持，甚至咧喺輪迴當中咧，點解我哋可以輪迴到下一世咧？都係因為有呢一個條件，有食呢個條件咧，我哋先至可以繼續嘅啊。咁第一個咧就係粗食啊，粗食咧包括我哋啲食物啊等等嗰啲啊。咁粗食所生出嚟嘅同埋繼續令到佢支持強大嘅釋法咧，就係食生息入邊啊。咁如果大家記得啦，食生息入邊咧，佢就會即係延伸咧純八法聚出嚟啊。咁呢一種咧，基本上就係指咧由呢個食物所引發出嚟嘅其中一啲嘅物質條件啊，咁必須要有粗食先得嘅啊。咁第二種嘅我哋必須要元素去延續同埋令到生命健康嘅咧，就係觸食啊。觸 觸食咧就基本上就係指咧感官即係特別是身意啦，佢必須要經常咧有接觸嘅同外境咁佢先至能夠繼續去生活嘅咁觸食咧對於我哋嚟講咧，具體啲嚟講咧就係5種嘅感受，即係阿毗達摩咧將感受分做5種嘅咁我哋日常生活如果諗翻自己啦，點解成日要食唔同嘅食物啦，甚至有陣時要食啲美味嘅嘢啦或者咧經常要睇下啲戲啦，例如追下啲韓劇等等咁嘅原因咧就喺我哋嘅心靈嘅層面咧，我哋需要經常咧接觸一啲令到我哋覺得開心愉悅嘅事物。咁呢啲咁樣嘅快樂嘅觸咧，佢就會產生啲快樂嘅感受咁令到我哋嘅生命咧繼續延傳落去咁有啲人咧，佢呢啲感覺無論係快樂定係苦嘅感覺咧，係越嚟越少㗎。咁佢咧好快就會死亡㗎啦咁例如咧教授提到咧喺英國咧退休之後啲人咧65歲之後咧好快咧好多人就會死咗啦咁點解咧？原因就係咧喺退休之後，佢平日習慣嗰啲咁嘅觸即係工作時候呢種嘅觸咧，就會減少大量減少嘅咁當佢嗰個身心係少咗呢啲食物，即係觸之後咧，咁佢咧就缺乏咗令佢嗰個五蘊繼續延續同埋生長嘅條件即係等於佢好似飢餓咁樣啦咁佢咧就會好快死亡嘅咁所以呢個觸食係非常之重要嘅咁然後咧第三個就係思食咁特別係指思心所嘅作用咁思心所咧，大家知道啦，佢嘅主要功能咧係團結其他嘅心所法同埋心啦去造業嘅，咁一共有29種嘅咁喺今生嚟講咧，佢主要功能造業。喺今生結束之後，即係話死亡生起之後咧，咁咧亦都係要靠佢咧去延續我哋，咁我哋先有結生生嘅繼續咧下一期嘅生命。咁所以咧喺咁多種嘅食素入邊咧，可能最重要嘅咧就係一種嘅思心所原因咧就係如果我哋缺乏咗思心所嘅作用咧，我哋即刻咧就會死亡㗎咁咧所以咧呢個係非常之即係可以係話最重要嘅食物嚟㗎咁跟住第4個咧就係識食識食嘅意思咧就係指咧我哋嘅心產生作用咁我哋嘅五蘊咧，我哋嘅身心結構咧，經常係需要呢個識咧無時無刻喺度產生作用嘅，產生89種心或者擴大咗121種心咧，咁我哋先至能夠繼續咧去引發其他相應嘅心所甚至咧呢個心識即係我哋先譬如喐到身體咁樣先算咁所以咧如果冇咗呢個識嘅作用咁咧我哋亦都係會即刻會死亡㗎。咁所以呢個咧識咧，相對於五蘊嚟講咧，佢嘅緣咧都係屬於食緣嘅一種。
In the Abhidhamma Pali, we recite only 2 statements. One is for this material, the material nutriment, and then the 2, 3, 4, they are mentality. So here the number 3 is consciously volition, the karma. And number 4 is vijnana, consciousness. And number 2 is prasa, the contact. So these are the immaterial or mental nutriments. So they will be recited just one. So we go to the Pali. Yes, you can also see.
咁喺呢4種食入邊咧，我哋將佢分成2組第一組咧就係指粗食，咁粗食咧頭先講到啦，主要咧就係同呢個食身識作用嘅。咁換言之咧，佢咧就係同呢個身體入邊嘅常8法聚咧產生一個食緣嘅關係咁另一種咧就係另外嗰3個包括觸食啦、思食啦同埋識食咧，佢哋咧就會同佢相應嘅心同埋心所產生食緣嘅關係。另外咧，呢4個非物質嘅食素咧，亦都會同身心識咧係產生作用嘅。咁主要係呢3對嘅緣起關係。
So we recite this ahara. So it should be Bali also. Ahara. Vikaro aharo means edible food. So edible food is related to this body. Imasa kayasa, no? This body. By nutriment condition. Ahara patina patio. So in other words, no, the edible food sustains our body and our health by nutriment condition.
咁呢一句偈頌咧，就指呢個粗食啦，同我哋身體嘅關係咧，就係佢會令到我哋身體生長啦、成長啦，同埋加強健康啦所以咧係一種成緣嘅關係呢個成緣。
Then we continue again. Arubino ahara sampayuttakanam dhammanam tam samuttanam charupanam ahara pacayena pacayo. So arubino ahara, immaterial nutriments, the immaterial nutriments. So they refer to the phassa, the contact, the chelana volition, and vijnana consciousness. So these immaterial nutriments are related to their concomitants. So Sampayuttakanam, so here is the cause, Arubino ahara, and this is the effect. Sampayuttakanam dhammanam, those dhamma that associate with them. So those dhamma that associate with them would be consciousness and mental factors that associate with them. And also tam samuttanam charupanam, materiality produced by them. And also the chitija rupa, the mind-born materiality, so by nutriment condition. So that also means the immaterial nutriments also conditioned. So they are concomitant, that is conscious mental factors, as well as the mind-born material toroids by nutriment condition.
咁食緣嘅第二組關係咧，就係緣起啦。緣起法咧，就係非物質嘅食素我哋頭先講到嘅觸啦、思啦同埋色。咁個緣生法咧，就係所伴隨住嘅心啦同埋心所另外一個緣生法咧，就係心生色咁呢個緣起法，呢個緣法同埋緣所成法咧，佢哋嘅關係咧就係成緣嘅關係。
So we go to the next number, frequency condition, Indriya Pachiya. So the Indriyas, we call frequencies, controlling frequencies we call them. They have control in their field. So they are compared to the ministers in the country. They have control over their own respective departments or faculties. And by this virtue, they contribute to the progress and prosperity of the whole system. So this contribution is said to take place by means of faculty condition. Not like in Hong Kong, you have so many departments. You might say they are ministers. So they are controlling their respective departments. So everything is working very systematically, very peacefully. So in the same way in our body, we call Indriya, the minister, controlling faculties. So they control their respective departments and faculties so that our body is running smoothly. Okay.
咁第16種緣嘅關係咧就叫根緣咁咧根咧喺呢個緣關係入邊咧，根咧就好似政府部門嘅首長咁樣咁佢哋各自係自己部門嘅首長啦，咁佢哋咧就會控制住自己嗰個部門嘅運作咁由於有佢哋嘅領導同埋咧協調咧，咁佢個部門咧先能夠進步啦，同埋繁榮咁當每一個部門都能夠喺唔同嘅部長領導之下咧，咁佢哋成個政府咧就能夠好順暢咁去 咁呢一個控制嘅關係咧，就用一個根源咧去講到佢啦。
So then the next paragraph, there are 22 ingredients. So in your book again, we describe them in the previous chapter, that is on page 219. If you look on page 219, you can see 22 faculties. So now we just translate this verse. So of these 22 faculties, the two bhava rupa are sex materialities, do not participate as faculty condition. And the five, the material sense organs. So actually they refer to those five pasada rupa. The pasada rupa that we have seen yesterday. Chakku pasada, soda pasada, so the five of them. In their capacity as faculties, they form a condition only for mental phenomena, such as the arising of eye consciousness, etc. So that means, depending on the eye base, remember, the eye base in Chakku pasada, eye consciousness and their mental factors can arise. So that eye base controls this eye consciousness mental factors, and it also controls in seeing, And like the ear base will control the ear consciousness mental factors and also do about hearing. So, and then physical vitality, jivita rupa. So actually we call it the material life. Jivita means life. So the rupa is material life. So it is jivita rupa. And all the remaining faculties form a condition for the arising of the combination, mental and material phenomena. So, you can translate first and then we go back to page 219.
好，咁第7章咧嗰度我哋講到咧有22種嘅根啊，咁大家記得根咧意思即係話咧佢可以控制其他嘅法啊，控制其他嘅法啊，所以咧我哋叫佢根。咁22種入邊咧有2個咧就叫做性根識啊，性根識唔知點解話男性同女性嘅根識啊，叫性根識。咁佢哋咧就唔會變成一種控制嘅力量啊，即係話佢哋唔會喺喺根源嗰度咧係產生作用嘅啊。咁呢22種嘅根入邊咧喺第7章嗰度大家可以睇下嘅。咁咧其中咧我哋經常呢幾日都講好多嘅，就係嗰5個淨識啊，耳鼻舌身嘅淨識啦啊。咁呢個淨識咧，佢哋咧就有一種嘅功能，就係做成嗰個根啊。咁佢咧就能夠控制咧喺佢呢個淨識基礎上咧生起嘅各種嘅識啊。譬如咧眼淨識咧就會控制住呢個眼識嘅啊。咁即係話佢唔單止作為一個生起嘅過程啊，佢就能夠控制佢嘅啊。咁另外咧就係命根識，命根識啊。命根識咧，佢咧就能夠咧同埋其他嘅根咧，佢哋都能夠控制住其他咧同佢有推生緣關係嘅一啲身心嘅一啲嘅現象。
So if you can find I think on page 206. Oh, good, you could find it very easily. So in your book you can also see altogether 22 faculties. So the first 8, they are materiality. These are materiality. And we shall recite in Patana, this 5 first. So now it should be familiar to you. So Jakkhundriya at the percent Chakku pasada, the transparent materiality in the eye. So, and Sotindriya, Sota pasada, ear transparent materiality, Ghanindriya, Ghana pasada, the nose transparent materiality, Jivindriya, Jiva pasada, tongue transparent materiality, and Kayendriya, Kaya pasada, for the transparent materiality. And we shall recite on this 5 first. So we shall recite it. Chakkhundriyam, Sotindriyam, Kanindriyam, Jivaindriyam, Kayindriyam. We shall do that. And these are the two, the sex materiality. Female sex materiality, Indriya, Purisindriya, male sex materiality. They don't participate as the Vikalpi condition. Now this the Jivitendriya. So the Jivita means life. So life Vikalpi. So life of body consists of both Jivita Rupa, the material life, and Jivitendriya is the mental life, psychic life. So it consists of both the two life. So they actually represent our life. We are alive because this, the material life and the psychic life are arising continuously. So they keep us alive actually. Then all the rest are mentality. So Manendriya stands for all the teachers. And then like the Sukhendriya is like Sukha, Vedana, they are the feelings. So faith, effort, mindfulness, so they are the all mentality. And they will be recited just collectively, only by one statement.
咁根咧，即係話佢有具控制力量嘅一啲物質同埋精神嘅一啲嘅現象啦咁呢啲根咧，佢就一共有24個啦。咁我哋頭先都講咗啦，由第一個去到第5個咧，就分別係眼耳鼻舌身意嘅正識即係嗰啲色罪咁佢哋係具有一啲控制嘅力量嘅。咁第6、第7咧就係性根識，性根識就唔係喺個22種嘅食緣嘅關係入面㗎啦，頭先都講咗啦。咁第8種咧就係命根命根係啦，命根咧即係話我哋嘅生命嗰個基礎咧就係有身體嘅，即係物質現象嘅色嘅，同埋心靈嘅精神作用嘅兩種嘅命根咁佢都係個根嚟嘅咁跟住咧就到呢個意啦，意根意根咧就係講其實即係嗰啲心嚟嘅89同埋1、2一種心啦。咁由呢一度到22咧，全部都係一啲精神嘅作用。咁呢啲咁樣嘅明法咧，佢都具有呢個根嘅功能喺度嘅。
So we go to the Pali. So now, Indriya Pachayoti Chakkhundriya Chakku Vijnana Pratyuya Tam Samyudaganam Chakamanam Indriya Pachina Pachayo. No, Vikalpi condition operates this way. Chakkhundriyam I Vikalpi. So it stands for Chakkupasada. So Chakkhundriyam. So you can just raise a little bit, or you cannot raise. So it's all right. So Chakkhundriyam, the eye Vikalpi, which is Chakkupasada. Chakku Vijnana Pratyuya, that means eye consciousness. So this Vikalpi controls eye consciousness and its mental factors. Tam Samyudaganam Chakamanam, those dhamma that associate with it. So that means this, the eye Vikalpi controls eye consciousness and its associated mental factors by Vikalpi condition. Indriya Pachina Pachayo. Okay.
好咁食完呢度係講呢個根源啦咁呢個眼淨識即係眼根啦，佢咧就係一個緣法嚟嘅咁佢嗰個緣生法咧就係佢喺根據呢個眼淨識上生起嘅呢個意識同埋其伴隨嘅心所，咁佢哋呢個之間嘅關係咧，我哋就用呢個根源咧去解釋。
So if you know one, this four will be the same. So we read, Sotendriyam Sota Vijnana Gatuya Dam Samyudaganam Jadamanam Indriya Vajina Vajyo. So instead of eye faculty, you take ear faculty. It is Sota Pasada, it controls ear consciousness, Sota Vijnana, and it associated mental factors by controlling the by faculty condition. Yes.
咁第二個偈頌咧，根據呢個根源嘅原則啦，咁呢個以正式咧就會生起原生呢個意識同埋佢所相應嘅明法。
We continue. Kamendriyam Kana Vijnana Gatuya Tam Samyudaganam Jadamanam Indriya Vajina Vajyo. Those faculty controls those consciousness and mental factors. Jivendriya Tam faculty will control Jiva Vijnana Vedatuya, the tongue consciousness and mental factors. Kayendriya, the body faculty. Kaya Vijnana Dhatuya, body consciousness. Dhamma Samyudaganam Jadamanam, yet associate mental factors. Indriya Vajina Vajyo. So these are the five pasada rupa.
咁跟住咧就頭先講到眼耳啦咁咧其實呢個鼻啦身啦乃至於心啦咁佢哋嘅關係咧都同佢哋嘅關係咧都係根源嘅關係咁我哋咧就總括嚟講咁根據根源嘅關係咧，被正式同埋喺被正式生起嘅呢一個鼻識同埋相應嘅明法咧，係一個根源嘅關係咁然後咧就舌識、舌正式同埋喺舌正式生起嘅意識同埋佢相應嘅明法咧，亦都係一個根源嘅關係。身正式啦，就會緣起呢個身識同埋嗰所相應嘅明法。
Now we go to number 6. Please read again. Rupa Jivitendriyam Katatta Rupanam Indriya Vajina Vajyo. So, Rupa is materiality, Jivita is life. So, material life faculty. So, Katatta Rupanam is the same as Kamaja Rupa. Karma born materiality. So in all karma born materiality groups, material groups, so this materiality they arise in terms of groups. They all contain this Jivita Rupa, Jivita Rupa, the material life. So this material life, they control this karma born materiality by the faculty condition. 咁呢一個咧命根識啦命根識咧同呢個業身識嘅關係咧，亦都係呢個根源嘅關係嚟㗎一個緣法咧就係命根識啦，緣所生成法咧就係呢個業身識嘅佢哋嘅關係咧，我哋用根源嚟解釋。So and then all the mental faculties not collectively stated just one. Arupino Indriya Sampayudakanam Dhammanam Tam Samudhanam Jarupanam Indriya Vajina Vajyo. Arupino Indriya, Arupino immaterial faculties. So that means all the mental faculties. So the condition of Sampayudakanam Dhammanam, those dhammas that associate with them. So that means these immaterial faculties are consciousness and the mental factors. So their associated Dhamma would be also consciousness and other mental factors. And also, Tam Samuthanam Rupanam, that mind produce the materiality by faculty condition. So you just show the meaning. So here, so we say the number 6, material like faculty, jivita rupa, controls the karma upon materiality by faculty condition. And now the number 7, the immateriality or the immaterial or mental faculties control their respective concomitants. So their concomitants mean citta and citta, conscious and mental factors. And also the mind-born materiality, citta rupa by faculty conditions.
咁其他嘅非物質嘅根啦我哋話精神作用嘅根啦，佢咧就會控制住其他嘅心身識咁佢哋嘅關係咧就係呢個根源嘅關係。
Number 17, jhana condition. So, jhana condition stands for the 7 jhana factors called jhaningas. So, jhaningas mean jhana anga. So, they mean jhana factors. They mean these jhana factors condition their cognation, conscious and mental factors, and also the mind-born materiality, citta rupa, to focus on a particular object closely and fixedly. This type of conditioning is said to occur by way of jhana condition. So remember, the combination of these jhana factors are known as the jhana. Jhana is mental absorption. So these jhana factors, they condition the consciousness and mental factors, and also the citta rupa, mind-born materiality, to focus on a particular sense object, fixedly. So this is we call conditioning by way of jhana condition.
咁跟住咧，第17種嘅緣法咧，我哋叫做禪那緣禪那緣咧，佢入面講到咧，有一啲嘅法咧，特別有7種嘅禪那嘅元素禪那嘅元素。咁呢7種嘅元素咧，佢會令到同佢相應嘅心啦、心所同埋心身識咧，就會注意專注喺某一個所緣上面嘅而且咧係定咗喺某一個所緣上面嘅咁即係話咧呢幾種嘅禪那元素咧係一種嘅原生係一種緣法嚟嘅當佢哋出現或者具足之後咧，佢哋就會同佢俱生緣一啲嘅心所啦，同埋心身識咁當佢根據俱生緣嘅原則啦，佢哋一齊生起咗之後咧，你仲要根據禪那緣嘅原力，先至能夠將呢一啲所有嘅元素定喺嗰個所緣上面嘅，咁同時具備兩種嘅原力喺度產生緊作用嘅。
So you please go to the page 2. So in your book, page 218. So it is close to the 22 indriya. They are just close to the 22 indriyas we have just seen. So this one, very good. Oh no, it's just jhana condition. So near you have just shown 22 faculties. So it will be on page 205.
Page number of this file is different from the book. So that's fine.
So you just look at your book. So they are there, page 218. You see the number 2, 7 constituent of jhana, we call jhaningas. So jhaningas mean jhana factors or jhana constituents. So there are 7 factors. What are they? You are already familiar with that. Initial application, applying the mind to the sense object. Vichara, sustain obligation, it keeps on applying the mind to the sense object. Piti is joy, ekagita is one-pointedness, and then somanasa vedana, pleasant feeling, domanasa vedana, unpleasant feeling, upekha vedana, neutral feeling. So, this is all right. So now they also have here. And now we are saying the jhana factor, jhaningas. And in the next number, we will say this, makingas, the part factors. So we recite the Pali now. So now, okay. We recite, or do you have to explain that first? Okay.
呢個就係我哋翻譯做禪知禪知咧，即係對備咗呢啲禪知之後咧，咁我哋先可以確定自己咧係喺安止定上面嘅嚇。咁呢啲禪知大家都好熟悉啦，第一個就係沉啦，沉嘅作用第二個就係事嘅作用啦，咁跟住就起嘅作用啦。咁呢個就係心一定性啦，呢個咧就係都係起啦，愉快嘅一種嘅感覺啦，呢個就係樂受啦。咁呢個就係唔愉快嘅心理嘅感受啦，我哋叫做憂啦，咁同埋呢個捨受嘅，咁唔同嘅禪那啦，佢哋嘅禪知係唔同嘅。
So we go to the Pali. So we recite together again. Jana Pateyopi. Janingani Jana Samyuddhakanam Dhammanam Tam Sambuddhanam Charupanam Jana Pachena Pachayo. Now the jhana condition operates this way. Janingani, the jhana factors, they are related to jhana samyuddhakanam dhammanam, those dhamma that associate with the jhana. So they are associated with their concomitant. That means chitta and cetasika. So these mental jhana factors are mental factors. So they constitute the jhana, we say, the jhana consciousness. So we say jhana samyuddhakanam dhammanam. So those dhamma or that associate with these jhana factors. So those dhamma that associate with the jhana chitta will be consciousness and other mental factors. And also, tam samutthana cha rupanam materially produced by that is chitta rupa, produced by that consciousness. So they conditioned by jhana condition. They are related by jhana condition. Okay.
咁頭先我哋講到呢個禪知啦，咁大家都睇到啦，其實禪知係一啲嘅善心所嚟嘅當呢啲咁樣嘅心所咧出現咗之後，佢咧會同某一啲嘅心啦，同埋心所一齊配搭嘅。咁某一啲配搭就會進入某一啲嘅善達啦咁同埋咧亦都會同時出現一啲心識嘅咁呢一啲嘅配搭係由乜嘢力量去主導嘅咧？就係禪那緣禪那緣。咁所以咧喺呢一度咧，我哋嘅緣法咧就係呢一啲嘅禪知同埋咧緣法係呢啲嘅禪知咁緣生法咧就係同佢相應生起嘅一啲嘅心啦，同埋心所法啦，同埋心識咁當佢哋一齊配搭進入禪那嘅時候咧，咁我哋話呢個力量咧就係一個禪那嘅力量，導致佢哋有呢個關係嘅。
Now we go to number 18, Pat condition, Mega Pachayo. So the Pat condition stands for the 12 constituents of the Pat that we call Mekingas. So among these 12, the Pat constituents, 8 of them are wholesome Pat constituents, wholesome Pat factors. So together they form a Pat. Conditioning their phonation, consciousness, mental factors and mind-born materiality to bear result in the blissful state. That means they condition the constant mental practice to arise in the peaceful realm. And again, the unwholesome path constituent. So the four path factors they are unwholesome. Together they form a path. So they condition, their combination, constant mental factors and the mind-born materiality to bear result in woeful state, that is to be born in a woeful realm. So this type of conditioning is said to take place by way of birth condition.
跟住咧就到呢個道緣啊，咁道緣咧又可以分做正道啦，同埋邪道，或者善道同埋惡道啊。咁咧當有善道出現嘅時候咧咁一共有12種啦，即係善同惡加埋有12個啦。當有善道緣出現嘅時候咧，咁會有一紮根據俱生緣力生起嘅心啦、心所啦，同埋呢個心身識一齊，然後咧佢哋咧就會有一個力量推動佢呢個明法同埋識法咧，就去一個樂趣嗰度或者善趣嗰度去繼續生存嘅。咁當一個惡嘅道緣出現嘅時候咧，咁佢咧就會